Welcome to Quotable Teas. On this channel we take the time to explain the background of some great quotes. We look at who said or wrote them, the wider context of the quote, and how they apply to life. Today's quote is, "Wherever you go, go with all your heart," by Confucius. There is some debate about whether Confucius himself wrote the Shi Jing, or whether it was one of his disciples. It is one of the 5 classics of Confucianism, and for the sake of simplicity, we will assume that he himself wrote it. Confucius was born 551 BC in Qufu in the state of Lu, now Shandong province in China. He was born Kong Kui, but has been referred to as Kongzi or Confuzi in China, meaning Master Kong. In the West, the name was Romanized to Confucius when his philosophy travelled west. The Romanized names have no immediate cognates in Chinese. Instead, the religion is known as Ruism. Confucius died in 479 BC. Confucius was born the son of a poverty-stricken family. The family were of the Shi class, which fitted between the aristocrats and the commoners. His father, Kong He, was the elderly commander of the local garrison. His father died when he was 3, and he was raised by his mother. At a school for the commoners, he studied the 6 arts. These arts are rites, music, archery, charioteering, calligraphy, and mathematics. These 6 arts would become an integral part of his philosophy. He married at age 19 and had a son and 2 daughters, though one of the daughters is thought to have died in childhood. His son is said to have died in battle a year before Confucius himself died. Confucianism is a scholarly philosophy. It covers everyday life, education, and politics. It relates these things to the everyday man and his self-development. Confucius himself saw his teachings not as new, but as a restoration of the old ways that he saw falling apart. Though it can be considered a religion, it is more a set of social values and institutions. It does not have the separation of a church or temple and the accompanying priests. Rather, it is taught by parents or, for example, your boss at work. It has a deep streak of honour to one's father and by extension mother. It also sees it as a great honour rather than a burden to be borne. The quote itself speaks to the focus we see in Confucianism, doing the best you can. "Wherever you go, go with all your heart," speaks to the idea that everything should be done with the whole being. This is something which we see across Confucianism. At first it sounds like one of those modern follow your dreams quotes, but there is more to it. If we put weight on the first part, wherever you go, then it is not a statement of passivity, it is a statement of purpose, choosing where you are going. And once you do, go with everything you have. Also, when life takes you places unexpectedly, choose to go with all your heart. At first this seems to contradict the first interpretation, but they are parts of the same whole. Be deliberate in where you go, but when life throws you a curveball, also choose to do that with all your heart. Confucius's passion for teaching serves as an example. At one point the local government wasn't responding to his teaching. He then moves himself to a neighbouring state to teach. In doing so, he gets to learn about his ideas in the population. Confucius was very pro-government, and so it would have been a huge change in allegiances to move like that. Yet he threw himself into it wholeheartedly, and this period is known as his self-imposed exile. So what Confucius is prescribing is a passion about where you are going. Passion is an interesting word these days, as it is often assumed that it is a passive thing. If we like something enough, we will be passionate about it. Going with all your heart suggests an agency. Being passionate is an action we can take without the feeling behind it necessarily being there. A little passion easily grows into a larger one. I'm not saying do something you hate. Instead, something that you may like a little can become something more if you go with all your heart. So wherever you go, go with all your heart. If this has piqued your interest in this quote, or if you love the art, you will find links to t-shirts and other merch down in the description box below. If you want to see more videos on the context of some great quotes, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell for notifications, so that YouTube will tell you when we post a new series of videos. If you're still watching, thank you, and we will see you next week.